because 180 something MPC wouldn't mean case be over 30 from a year. If within 1 year or now 1.5 2 wouldn't mean reshuffle. So which means 100 they are just adding to the number or what? I say everybody should be utilized. But me feel say this is the time. Ebia nyankopon chere say legislature no concentrate on work. The legislative work very well to check the executive. Me and Kamina me wo your constitution you separate executive from
the legislature.
Na omuntimi nyom we no watchman ejuma no omuntimi nyini. Be obi o hwa ya appointing the minister or parliament or person when you be say me ya wan hwe president be position inti security no enya papa be say me legislature me MP me crop ato abama me for 4 years 4 years
to represent
4 years me represent me constituency
right
but akoye say we are hanging together no problem come to me but I wished the new president well because I see true Droboni I be kawano say me per se CPP take it over by no I only pray say this government will be successful na omon be singi the song say oh anaye mbeka say oman jaye hwe ne why de betime aye adwuma because aban bia oba Ghana from Kwame Nkrumah breso me ankasa me papa Kwame Nkrumah there is no president ana ebia even MPship obi ni ho a wanye bibi say amani constituency ana amani country
right
inti CPP for there and also be encourage people to now among ka to say bia waya ade wa ha ka say waye aha no wonya na waka baby obeka say we dey wanya hwe dey CPP for enkasasa
okay so obia
me prelims ni
your prelims the most important there me free mu ye the reshuffling or say president na man nya tentem na obia ntimi may utilizing expertise e position and yes I now my back na 8 years here to know how we say won tiasia be kwa ko hadwe ma me ko ura Sami Crabs so former second vice chairman for the NPP mo aban ye na there finally konkobo 12 noon there na ya ka say NPP and I say Nanado ye former ex-president of Ghana say now or share today's event, the inauguration. What are you expecting from the speech of the president? Then I say containing, especially at this point of our political dispensation.
That's it. I'm here for you. And another do a former dada. It is say I was Ghana any president, and to say almost sure MAHAMA in. Right. Into only your dada.
Okay.
Into a better nasi or baby. One meaning our baby, the better Ghana for us is almost two about MIN people for a baby.
Oyewa party president, he make us a rating as he said the Oko finally, or ye Bibiano, I can say, oh, chairman, out of 10.
Oh, me rating out of 10 because it's difficult. One, then I may use criteria, Ben, I may use. Oh, into no bad thing,
okay.
So with me, until with time, you know,
okay.
By Ghana for no, and to Abama, into the Hadia kind, the idea, me faso, say, we share results now, it will say, MPP for no, MP, Uncle Twabano, into Nakoban and Sano, into Ajatum, a beco near reorganize who ye, near Saba, in about 4 years no. MCB
2028. Yeah. But I know you're too far from the inauguration. Man, who is a master tia mo what you will do to come back? A conversation I be have. But now me person me share. I say 2001. Now President Kufuor's speech near centered around zero tolerance for corruption. The tagline, and people should return home for investment and all that. President Mills by unity, cohesion, culture, and the promotion of exports and all that. Is a inaugural speech. President MAHAMA began be about unity mostly in 2013. Yahu speeches no nanado the neighbor him said the key one here citizens no spectators any all that meaning what you predict will be contained in President JDM inaugural speech.
men ne momba who share ni campaign. Some more kind and say share industrialization kakra. Say about me I come ya boom. Na she say economy nso we to me am my economy na expand kakra. We share crap out say guzitanda say position dey am no to say baby will not use so obey expand the economy.
I am not obey microphone kakra.
Aye guzitando so be expand the economy
right
because position of the man no so be focus on economy 24 hour.
Yes.
And I feel so the export nso can ho. Into export na nkasa will require say economy nso e be expanded. In terms of hona na adwin eko. If say Ghana economy we there and your economy has say be emu edin. Into ya expanding no ya share exports me as far as I'm concerned a bed in pa saying you know you let me share yen money and crop into me so be share hopa I feel so MAHAMA nso said who to me can the open so can find who be but a nice man into me expect to say or where to me I can send am Ghana for who's okay at this time no only him obia obeka obia boom amana ama on panonso feel so no so a citizen so a spectator. It's me expected the theme of near Sana Ebeba.
Okay. But the general organization of the event when him say UTB or Shebi, what do you make of it? How the event has gone from the switch from 8th Parliament to 9th Parliament or compared to 2021? The switch and then I see it and there.
And there's not to be compared. 2021 they don't to be compared that because it was extraordinary.
Right.
When the pageant tokwa me just woke up and tokwa the NNC no. I'm for a choir 222 blues and then to be see. MC no it was okay. It was Parliament. Right. Parliament they so said they be amount for 2 ball in God. Say the MC course ye pa be a course ye nti me bo mabaso. And then so preparations once and yet abayin bi na eye protocol state protocol Ghana and eye omo aye santi wo hwa umusano how to say omo ya de no and very soon no omo inaugurate MAHAMA na afede ye hu say okay is there any promises on 24-hour economy no say obepushi enhwe the way obetumi ya de no but say no as me can be say edi asiri ana say asiri semo ye nyina ebe boa but me part say wo hye bobia e be expect say obedi so enti no ye be support but em say Ghana for nso e kra notebook a omo mark eba enti omo mark nyina eba no na ye nso ye countdown to 2028
okay yenya enswe in crab but master take
on after static crab put am lose and static say they won't chain man in 2028
right but osha party no ye beba year 2028 and e ba osha party ni baby amugina sesi ya master take 11-member committee to look into the defeat and a whole. Do you think that this is the way to go and now they could have done something better?
Oh, in victory or in defeat. So yeah, BBC. So udi kunim cry so
right.
The hand say about to be improve. Until that they kwaso no. Into oma form committee no. Me de me can say obi a officer owo adwen bi opeso kire bia no. On twembe omo. Na on fan kotudwa. Na nhwe bebia. Edi ebedru. Ba mo emom me feel say sa committees ya e bia bre.
Okay.
And the most important thing is say amount for ba no mudi in sem no tudwa. And say making sure this time around enko este the na it say quantity the na no. Amount for making sure say omo party mo omo run party no all the way to polling station. Omo who report no be. Na nyina hu the say ebe me ye etumi attend party no run as a castle honum. Na nipa be to bi nkwa na cross report ndia. But ne kwaso a say nya committee a nyina ebekọ na yakọ apia na say etumi move forward.
Right. Ora Sami Crab na ni initial remarks or their ban. Mame ko Dr. Samuel Wolanyo Mensa na oye running mates at the APC 2024 elections. Yeah, inauguration today, the swearing in of the president elect. Any hope for the future?
Definitely, because Ghanaians voted for hope. First of all, good morning to our cherished listeners and viewers, depending on where one is. And let me also use this opportunity to wish Ghanaians a happy new year. Also pay homage to my senior comrades here, especially Mr. Sammy Kraft, for also contributing his quota for national development. I believe the President Akufo-Addo has done quite well for superintending over a peaceful election. And I believe that he has done his part, and we need to appreciate what they have done. I believe the expectations of Ghanaians are quite high, and so he might not be able to meet all expectations for Ghanaians, but I believe he has been able to superintend over a peaceful country for some time now. And we should try as much as possible to desist from name calling and character assassinations and teasing, because that will not augur well for socio-economic development. Now, to the president-elect and now the president of the Republic, former President John Mahama, we congratulate him. We believe that the task ahead is so numerous. I would say the expectations of Ghanaians now are very high, because I believe the Ghanaians voted on numerous issues. One has to do with corruption reduction, other has to do with governance, other has to do with bilateral international relations, other has to do with human rights issues. And so if you look at it holistically, I believe that the former president should be able to profess numerous solutions, being very proactive in developing this country. And so he needs to really champion issues about industrialization, issues about domestication, issues about nationalization, issues about digitization, issues about globalization, and be able to profess more solutions that will help us to develop the local economy, reduce redundancy and also dependency on foreign aid. And I also believe that he should tackle the economy very well. Because if you look at the economic indicators, being interest rates, inflationary rate, policy rate, growth rates, exchange rates, they are all negative. So there is a need for him to put a pragmatic team in place. These teams that will put the interests of the state first and not see the positions as a reward for their contributions or sacrifices for the party. And so I equally welcome his decisions to form an all-inclusive government, meaning that it's going to tap from different ideologies and philosophies, and that is how you build a national government. And so we need to really put these policies, economic policies in place that will help us to develop the economy locally. Now you also look at the issues about industrialization that even the outgoing government has championed through one district, one factory. And so if there is the need for us to develop the local areas, to develop the potentials in the local economy, then there is the need for us to develop the local government structure. So this local government structure will actually relieve the central government from unnecessary tensions and responsibilities, and also develop the local areas so that issues about rural-urban migrations will be kept, because the process where the rural folks migrate to the urban centers seeking for white-collar jobs are not existent. So we need to really work very hard to be able to develop this portfolio. We also look at if really we want to champion domestication through agribusiness and agro-processing, and also develop the pharmaceutical industry, develop the petrochemical industry, because Ghana is now exploring oil. Why do we continue to export our crude to Dubai and UK, and so refine them at a cost and bring it back to Ghana at a cost? Now, if we are able to refine our oil in Ghana, at least 70% of our domestic consumption in Ghana, it will help us. Even the byproduct which we use for the asphalt and the quota will also help us to develop the transportation system. So it's all about economic engineering. And so once we put the interests of the state first and foremost, I believe the current administration is likely to make inroads. But if we are not careful and we just stuff the system with partisan interest people, definitely what happens to MPP is likely to happen. And so we need to be very mindful that Ghanaians voted for change. Ghanaians have not necessarily voted for NDC. They have just voted for change. And that change must happen.
Yes, that change must happen. And say, Dr. Wolanyo, I go through a whole lot that needs to be done by the incoming administration, especially with respect to appointment. And everybody is talking about why and how not to appoint people as a reward for their political contribution, but based on expertise and professionalism. That's what Ubia is sounding. But at the end of the day, now acquire cronyism and nepotism, we complain about it. So we are looking at the appointment. President, by this is the fourth set of appointment. Why first was a transition team, then it came to the security appointment, or biso or oral appointment into the oral team. And now one as a head of the presidency, where in the chief of staff. Those who are going to work with him at the seat of government, including Julius Debra and other key people, Callistus, and also the legal team to the president, headed by Marietta. These are appointments that you can see and where the president wants to go. Hadia, you have gone through this appointment. Do you see where President Mahama wants to go, especially 4 sets of appointment? Who say he would want to go more professional, and now say this one will be all inclusive, not party people alone, because some other government here.
So far the party from Kwana appointed.
That's what I'm saying. What is a change from the old order?
Or I know the menka once.
Are they?
Because from the gender perspective, no.
Okay.
Oral Nokra is also no for us in the gender space, because we have 5 appointments, members.
Yes.
And which means or baby ni wa or Ghana ha na NDC abai mu a yebetimi aka say bia obai nso sefata.
Okay.
Meanwhile Ukai say His Excellency make a promise of an inclusive, not just inclusive, say bia other political party. Hwe inclusiveness as bia vulnerable in society and in kikaya nyana.
Okay.
Because we share affirmative action bill ma say but to law no. Say I try implementation aspects no. Say our president elect we ye best when ono na be act on that law.
Okay.
In this appointment was start here where aura na mema means 5. Obey security so mema nkwa. We're even talking on our page say na dey ebe ye ni because ya start say be hu adia emma enka ho. Ena adia chia na ehu seat of government appointments. No. Then before that was the security by. And I maybe say, you were ma excelling in the security field. Even some are in the NGOs, into President Mahama, or because all inclusiveness, more on share just within his party. Or share within his party, no one here, sa zim no, I walk on you now, one here, bibim. Into no. Yeah, that's what I who say why appointment 7 no.
Yeah.
2 out of 7. Yeah, okay, platform cry the you say 2 out of 7 no be abesria emoji be say bia. Then ebino beka say won say last one no. Won say acting wo ho. Bia acting no wo be act keke. Ye be yi no e di oba aba ho. E na enye say bia ye can just oba o. Say the ye be appointment of Bema no. Nipa funny glasses in your finchin and busa say bema you free him what did but obadi ebe chesi abehwe baby a odakra intina normally
any dey enti aye foul ana dey we
absolutely omo hwe say on merit on beka say bia say enti but see ano your gender we have well focused and found say we MPP ni NDC ni CPP ni na say ma opposition na say obi ebe attack you will come all out to defend the person.
Touch one, touch all.
Yes.
Okay.
Because ya nyeno sana manu ye endorse wom. Kakra na ya say na ya twa assign na ya say intermediate me feel say early days yet. His Excellency any appointment is here Marietta Brew.
Yes.
Her position is very key. To say Attorney General in the
the president own Attorney General.
And your friend is saying Mrs. Valerie so.
Valerie, sorry.
Yamano senior advisor on something.
Yeah.
But you're good. What means say yes you wo. We always say we want to be on the table. Yen pese you be draw circle exclude because the draw circle exclude will draw the circle to include all of you. Then you na come. Inti appointments no so key ones na ye see ministers how be appointing. We appointed we so na ya hwe to say free zones, all the institutions now ever under government no ye be hwe say bia ehin na ma beko
okay
oba no a ye de no kosi no ne hen kika ho what she understands because ye mpese say the me can say oba ma de appoint na ye fifi mu be oba ena ye wo data oba awle ye wo data wo hwe friend say all the NGOs no data no are there for a bia president pe oba obetimi afiti into a year or consulting gender will advise him on that okay. Because as I say baby I do ya brabo no as I say yenhwe looking out for our own man say man position ya man support no yanka say me see people ni mapa o but me see people ni but me Ghana ni
okay
and you choose me nyonko oba. I'm very happy. I celebrate the achievements of women because of my orientation. Nkrumah who say, oh, ye de to competition mo e de no. For ye de, for the law called Parliament 1960. And they pass here. It me elect ya appointee omu. Ye mamma nko na china ho. Enom sesa na anka ye pe after 2000 no. Who say na 200 MPs.
Right.
Time I did 30 by no. Yes, you anka 30. Ye mamma nko and contest obiantie at former President Atamil so 45. Omanti anka in our kitty would have been having 75 and they're constant and son of which me agina omo nine so akun am I inti anka sa gender parity no ye hwehwe no anka yanya because you cannot be signing on protocols and conventions in international world but domestication said they may brakai yen domesticate all the protocols and conventions na yakwa no and na ha adwen kakra inti me hopeful say 30% no His Excellency
Obediso.
Basically
on gender or say a few in Hembano they are fighting for themselves whether you are in MPP NDC or mobetimi but may switch it just briefly and discussing more of the Ekoso Independence Square no manyanti yesel say ye dan ye ho e wo basisia na meba owura Sami Crab ne Dr. Samowola Nyoso appointment of JDM ne office and what we should expect based on what we have seen so far and just a few minutes ye bako e ho basisia.
Hi guys, good morning and I welcome you to the Mega 6 morning cash out. I hope you guys played a game. Let me repeat, this is your chance to win up to 1 million Ghana cedis. My name is Adepa and I'm your host for this morning. Let's release our balls to know the numbers for this morning's cash out. Always remember that our games are regulated by the National Lottery Authority and not for persons below 18 years of age. Good luck to you guys. I hope the odds will be in your favor. Our first number is 35. 35. Our second number is 21. 21. 21. Our third number is 19. 19. 19. 3 out, 3 more to go. Our fourth number is 20. 20. 20. Our fifth number is 49. 49. And our last and final number is 31. 31. 31. Guys, all our balls are out now and I'll announce the numbers again in order of appearance. Our first number for today is 35. 35. Congratulations to you if you stake 35 as direct one. Our second number is 21. 21. 21 21. Our third number is 19 19 19 19. Our fourth number is 20 20 20 20. Our fifth number is 49 49 49 49. And our last and final number is 31 31 31 31. Congratulations to you, my people. I hope you guys have won some cool cash this morning. See, let me tell you, people are winning. Those who are not staking, what are you waiting for? You can win up to 1 million Ghana cedis. What are you waiting for? Just pick up your phone, dial *266#, or you can download the Mega 6 app on Google Play Store or Apple Store, or you can visit our website on www.mega6games.com, or you can walk to that lotto kiosk in your neighborhood. Bisa agents ni so Ultrama Mega 6 ana. So Ultra Mega 6 abana, o die chawa ban 1 to 49 numbers. This is not difficult. Just take your numbers, go home and wait for us for the afternoon cash out. My name is Adepa. See you at 12:50 p.m. for the afternoon cash out.
My name is Peter Kwesi Adenu. I won 8,000 cedis of Mega 6 Lotto. I played it 20 cedis for the 6 numbers, standard number, and I won 8,000. When I played, I used the short code *266#. Mega 6 Lotto is a godsend because I wanted to go and pick a Uber car, and they say it's 1,500 for the registration. I don't have money, so that day someone gave me money, and then I said, let me play this. And that evening, I won that money. I won 2,000. So that was what I used the 1,500 and go and take the Uber car.
Angel 102.9
2.9 FM ye beto adwumadi ne so enche na mampanyi fufura oba was start ne kasa yeguso monitor events at the Independence and as a BLACKSTARS Square because hobia ne yebe mamo ahwe mo share live on TV no mahu say arrival of the president and the heads of state no mo ba the enche dwumadi no ebehya se pa na okasa wia na obi akofie akɔhye omanmuo na nkasa ase that is a holiday ne honeymoon period and over my member Rasame Crab still our studio ha yen kwɔhye the appointment haji say man no share the affirmative action the promise of a number of women ewo aban mu no omo share ni mu so far there omonya ehunu ni yesa. Which kind of people, what criteria, and what are you expecting from the incoming administration with respect to appointments? Yeah, Rasame Crab.
I mean, say MAHAMA there. Wabedi president pe.
Sir.
Enti ono no omre ti so obi a sebi ondi bida. Enti on so share the initial appointments na. Utun say solid.
Yeah.
Omo agado omo nyina, omo ye nkrofo aye ni mo say omo de enimdiefo nkrofo so omo experience. Julius Debra say we share the background e bi amanfo nim ni yi. Ba ono sha ase ache. You know, a kid on Musa, no a regional chairman.
Okay.
It's the regional chairman. As an Okwakoye CEO of Ghana Tourist Authority.
Okay.
And a regional minister, Eastern, and a local government. Into and was a chief of staff paying. Only so name say 4 years pay. Oh, into 4 years, no, I said. Otumi nyankrofo a sebi ensa be na omo afa no mba besua say esi bu oman no
okay
no into hwa Debra say solid Gusitano nso yes den himself nso obo no homoden obi a wache e politics nti ono be hu the way a obetumi handle side and so nso na oyo mo spokesperson as a chairman of a committee a or share trade ni sande maniama no and I share Bruce Marietta Bruce so a very accomplished legal luminary I think so Banimo Mahama Callistos no I'm say very solid local government yen say na or head of local government for so many years exactly so far there so good Valerie so ache wo mu no I'm say no a deputy chief of staff
long ago
exactly into omo a wa assemble ni nyina oyo nkrofo a omo ni medwuna mu dada into me feel say he is looking at probably experience and then qualification omo metumi aboa no I mean to me aye djuma no very quickly because you see at the honeymoon no yenya butre after so 2028 don so e remu pe na say a political year
even before
nti amambo na be kan be 2.5 years pe
right
nti em say wa sha ase yi na gender balance nso wa ya de say wa hwe edi imaba mu politics dey edi because yen man ta enra politics no
Mona mon hwehwe omo ana ebi ni ho
first no enye sisi ampocho
but omo tem remo empre enkoso because I didn't enya grow that form in some wo na sa pull him down ni friction e ma bre e wo mu ona pa che na so sika no so so oba ebo no modern no do so no na fa am for office bia of akwan bi so other than say nanim die and a man in your position no nti edim panti who selected because my tina them I select in ma and I selecting Crawford for committee one hwe here ebe forward ni so because the member ni aggressive the one is say we appointing member nti me dem afa be muda nti say oya very vigilant wa sheboa so make sure say obe adhere to sa percentage na okay la so far no me nim omo a omeba die afi so no so see obe appointed 60 ministers right 60 ministers na say so your unkofo omo you very experienced in politics omo you very qualified say I just the kind you know ebi mo so be dwa kakra because ono so wa bre na ono so o koye MP no office e bia obenya minister di say e be di afa no ko ho e di ani bre ba e di muso be nam one say eno so e di nsem aba ba no so ye politics so ye president office won crofo no bia obetnya satisfy bia na say you are in the dreamland nti ye say ono so man so very experienced politician who the way obetnya manage you but ne kwa so a me feel say so otumi enya 60 ministers at least the perception signal or be magana for them say they see the politics ye drube bia we are focusing more on driving Ghana than say ye pay positions am I ye down for 4 into say the baby ano say 16 na ebedwa man aye na dwuma ni yi ana say entumi mwa no mpo a wanya kankwan de ondi so na enye bibia ebeda ho no mama ye nyina no and actually your bad government your keep government very small now my Ghana for no any more confidence because me election where you no one thing that me who here say say among for AI fed up with the two main political parties interna obiti say chair say obey popular no well into say two main political parties no ya sisa
musubaya
ebeyedin one hia adachi bi obefum oh never chair parties are very strong into edin pa pasana many aba kano once upon a time CPP was the most powerful party in Ghana into nobody should take Ghanaians for granted especially the CN into yen started by pruning government
okay
now to me you use very powerful people and knowledgeable people were agency level experts normal driver there you get to the same the whole of America millions of people crowd more 24 ministers pay 24 pay
or 120 and over.
Well, I don't know. And the assassin, the
do you foresee, President Mahama, a bit me, Yenim say time ago, President Kofa Kwesindum, who was out and out CPP, out people who were not within his party, properly so called. Was it PNC, Malamisa, Okofan Bedi minister? That time, na MPP for but or no, all inclusive government in CPP, PNC. There were people from other parties. Do you foresee it? Say we best say we had any demand, President Mahama.
Mahama, or a nice man. Right. It's possible say or person or best idea now. So wait me ayana because you see I didn't hear 60 pay almost 60 and I 13 kwan every parliament into perform no kwan no obeja o machi no akofo be every baby man I have any minister is a minister in there I say galamse go do ninya edin o na pa che no nti or nice man person be ye but any ministerial appointments in kwan and amount for so bet me contribute so bet me share other in my system but me committees agencies ni sa there no abankrofo aba beboa on the patch and the okay be sending very strong signals because your policies now say winner takes all into any brave bano oh your president bibia or government or party or government bibia and it shouldn't really be so but you can use experts. I said Dr. Walanyo will expert economy so you can use experts from everywhere and then the Americans on try say obey I feel so the other things when they say yeah politics not heavy say one appointee now we MPP ni pa na oko post that we
untumi ntina krom ha as a what betray
thank you thank you
yeah because we crowd leak information into the reward you
exactly
e so na your expertise
exactly into bedding and say ono so try grab one na beko
akoje
one na beko akoje obi ankoje me say me nkoje da
oh oma wajuma wonje
oh ejuma nkro any government appointment government minister
regardless of experience how were in the field
no
and then, so why would it be the notion say
governance and yet working for the government to acquire governance opposing the government to say a part of governance
okay so you want to be opposing instead of contributing in a field towards the attainment of a particular goal.
Well, opposition and so a contribution to the field and towards the attainment of a particular goal.
Okay. And you say
yeah, so because what honor and I also say or chair with me criticize. As a criticism for criticism sake. Say me kwa boa.
Okay.
Until by opposing, by criticizing, say be
alternative.
Absolutely. And also mani pano who say no. I say me trim. And you biana accept this idea no be so on ma opposition no be fi say bia
yeah we challenge
but I hope say on for opposition no I say we challenging into penance and I say you want to bring it down because without opposition there's absolutely nowhere we bet me the right thing
right Dr. Walanyo the appointments so far and what we should expect of the incoming administration will be sharing all inclusive will be share affirmative action to help more women in government experience meaning what you expect from the president to be sworn in today.
Thank you so much. I believe as the senior comrades clearly said, these appointments must take into account the size of government and also the size of the presidency.
Okay.
And so we need to reduce drastically the size of government. So the president said he's going with 60 ministers. That is laudable. Already we have 16 for regional ministers. And so the other ministries will be 44.
And their deputies, that's a ministers, regional ministers, 32.
Yes. What he needs to do is that most ministries must be merged.
Okay.
Like information and communication, we have sanitation and local governments, we have fisheries, aquaculture, they are all agric. And I believe if we succeeded doing that, government would definitely reduce the size of government. And also look at the size of presidency. Currently, I think Nanado's presidencies are around 1,100 staffs. And I believe that we need to reduce that drastically.
Presidency?
Yes.
1,100 yes. And then the outgoing administration 1,100. Just the presidency.
Exactly. So we need to reduce that drastically by 50%. We must not have beyond 700 staffs at the presidency.
I think there used to be 600 or so.
Yes, John Mahama's first term was 600.
600.
Yes. So if anything at all, 100 more.
1,000, over 1,000
staffs at the presidency. And if you look at the quantum of salaries, remunerations, and emoluments, it's so huge on the government, and that alone takes a quantum of resources. If you look at the free SHS alone, about 30% of our revenue generations is going to finance education.
Right.
And so government is not able to plan very well. Then definitely there will be a recipe for disaster. And also looking at the affirmative bill, I believe that gender equality must be key.
Okay.
At least 30% of all appointments must be female. And also we need to look at people with disability.
Okay.
People with disability is also key. And we also look at the regional balance or cultural balance. I don't want to say tribal balance, but we should also look at various groups that forms Ghana. So that we'll be able to address their key concerns. But appointments should be solely based on competence, capacity, care. And these three pillars will definitely help us to be able to really achieve greater results. Because most people, if they are not competent, then they tend to do their own thing. So competence must be key. Having the capacity to is one. Ability to deliver. And the president should be able to make it clear, national policy, that after 2 years there will be a reshuffling. And so that everybody prepares and don't see it as...
Now, should the timeline even be indicated? You can be taken out any time, depending. The amount of 2 years, I will be best or prayer, then it's but when you don't know when you will leave.
It's not easy also to go into governance. It's not like running maybe a merchant sim, but then a lot of policies goes into governance. So definitely when we are putting up structures, governmental structures, ministries, departments, agencies, we need to be very careful, because sometimes it takes 6 months, a year for you to really clearly understand the concept, and by that you have just about a year to really work effectively and efficiently. And so just also taking people unaware, maybe it will end up being the personal vendetta. And so we should also be very careful, because that is why we need to really vet people, make a lot of background investigations before appointment, so that we don't just keep changing people as if they are mobile money vendors and we can just get up and change. That will also makes your government to be stranded. So we should be very careful of that. Then they should also focus on blocking the loopholes within the system.
Okay.
Because now government doesn't have much, and it have a lot to be able to satisfy. So we need to block the loopholes within the system in terms of revenue generations and in terms of corruption. So it's good that he set up the anti-corruption task force that is really going to coordinate the activities of the various anti-corruption agencies, like the OPOKU, like the SRAJ, like the police CID unit, like that of the Attorney General, Special Prosecutor, Control and Accountant Generals, and
Special Prosecutor.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So that they will be able to really...
And now there's oral.
Oral is not legally binding, but it's just like a committee that is set up to really fish out background informations.
Okay.
And I see it as an anti-corruption task force that will coordinate the activities of the various anti-corruption institutions. So they might not necessarily be doing the work, but be feeding the various anti-corruption institutions, and also to prevent duplications.
Okay.
Because the work that CID unit is doing must not be seen to be equally doing the same thing, because we end up wasting resources and time.
Okay.
And so this anti-corruption task force is really going to help us, and it should take people who are not money conscious, because not that they should just be professionals, but some people are very, very professionals but very corrupt. So they shouldn't be people who are money conscious and people who are very materialistic.
You even know, say, Nipano are money conscious.
But at least by working with these people for a very long time, looking at the pedigree of President Mahama, having worked as a head of state in this country, should have been able to assess, at least to a very high level, how these individuals can contribute for national development. And so that we don't do try and error, try your luck. We don't do that again. And I believe once you put those pragmatic policies in place, definitely Ghana will be smiling soon.
Right. These are the issues people will be looking out to. The ordinary Ghanaian, can so many terms, but they expect a whole lot. Employment, people on the streets and all that. I think, sir, if you are given the opportunity, what will you be, say, President Mahama? These three things should be on your table from the first day you are sworn in to address it, because then they are critical at this point of our life.
Well, it shouldn't be even three. It should be about 5 to 7.
Okay.
One has to do with industrialization, that developing the potentials in the local areas is one, and also developing the agribusiness base of the country. What I mean is that we already have the existing structures, like the Farmers' Day celebration, which we can now modernize. Because I see no reason why we should be giving them colors and hoes as remunerations for hard work. So government can now divide it into 3 thematic areas: district level, regional level, and national level. And we can go into commercial farming. Don't appoint party, constituency, and regional executives into the main government. The government should be able to support their party executives to go into commercial farming.
Right.
And within 2 to 3 years, Ghana will achieve food security, water security. And that too, because if you look at the inflationary rate, the food inflation is so high. And if government really wants to stabilize the local economy, then it needs to work on the food inflation. Because once prices of foods and foodstuffs are on the reductions, definitely life becomes more comfortable for every Ghanaian. That is one. And the other one too has to do with developing a strong how will I put it? We need to add value. We need to add value to our primary products. And so we need to go beyond just extracting the raw materials and exporting. So even the countries that are now buying our gold, we need to compel them to be able to set up these gold refineries in Ghana. That will create more jobs, expand the economy, and be able to reduce unemployment. Another one has to do with the petrochemical industry. Let's develop it. We can build a new refinery at the Tema Enclave, or even still be able to develop the capacity of Tema or refinery, or build a new one at the Takoradi Enclave. Develop the economy, create it, and be able to employ more.
Okay.
Local technologies is also key, like what Apostle Safo Kantaka is currently doing. Government can go into a PPP agreement, private partnership agreement, so that we'll be able to develop the potentials of various private firms. So what Apostle Safo Kantaka is doing, government will go into agreement, then we'll be able to go into decentralization. So Ashanti region can concentrate on maybe manufacturing pickups. Volta region can be manufacturing water pumping machines. Greater Accra region can be manufacturing maybe Uber cars, and so on and so forth. So that by 2 to 3 years, we'll be able to develop the local economy in terms of manpower. This manpower will help us to reduce importation of equipment, plants, and machineries.
Right.
Even currently, we import wheelbarrows into this country. I think if definitely we want to change the narrations of this country, that is how we should go. Then government must also look at the African Continental Free Trade Area.
Okay.
The treaties, the conventions, the rule of origin must be well and clearly defined. It sees that a lot of entrepreneurs in Ghana don't really have markets for their produce, and so at the end of the day, it discourages them. Now, the moment we have more market, people begin to produce to meet those market demands. So what we need to do is that our various embassies across the African continent, we need to set up a marketing department, marketing and innovation department. And what this marketing and innovation department is supposed to do is that they need to identify the key components of product that these countries needs, which we have absolute advantage and comparative advantage to produce right here in Ghana, so that we end up creating markets for those who are already exactly. And so issues about infant industries and local industries, we're really going to rejuvenate them and be able to put them in the global lifeline, and that will really help us to expand our economy. And that is how we are going to create jobs. So job creation must not be the sole responsibility of the president or the presidency or the government. It must be an orientation, it must be an agenda, and that agenda must affect and roll out a policy that will integrate both the private and the public.
Thank you very much. Dr. Wolanyo, 2024 running mate for the APC. Economists, a whole lot of issues are all kind of how to expand our markets, especially with our embassies. They say we have moved from aligning with the West, aligning with the East, with the diplomats. Now we are going to find market for our products. Now young people sweating around. But we've been talking about the presidency and the administration. The most important part of the administration will also be the representation of the people in parliament. Yehu the 8th parliament, Yehu the 9th parliament, Yehu speaker, first deputy, second deputy. Hajia, do you think that this parliament will also have the capacity? Well, more than 140 of them are new members. Or more they are females, they are young people. More than 40 of them are below the ages of 40. And you hear how it is constituted. This is a parliament, a whole blend of a whole lot from academia, from a baby in my room. How do you see the current parliament? NDC was super majority. The speaker is also from their side. How will they help the new administration? The first deputy is also from their side.
I think in all sincerity, all of us are talking about inclusiveness and then fairness and what have you. So NDC, under the leadership of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, pese Ghana for enka se yetoma mo no kra yenune hu a omunye djuma pa omunka se because one hwe ya some majority absolute majority no manya na hwe ya be fa omuti no be ye djuma bia ense emfata omunhwe Ghana first omunhwe constituency omo reject so many of the MPs no in their place no omunhu se more trust and confidence in them. That's why they are there. You're talking about new and young. We are sure say obi a person won't call parliament bia why any homework kakra why any juma parliamentary handside back bi and how parliamentary proceedings echo and me sure say orientation soon bebam ya elected why party in jawo sa ana parliament nankasa njawo sa say oh ya elected the kwatenase oh ye juma no by all means, Ombeko Gimpa, Ombeko Akoye orientation be how to even Upesa wonka bibi or parliament. Nina himself call entity. But me problem no say NDC shouldn't say because more majority no. Ombeko Akoye no bia. Na me hwe say abanwe sa constitutional review committee His Excellency former President Mills for me, when we saw the document by Anka, the current president, ya elected me. SSA Anka won't implement it. They said they issue a white paper about to say be a district assembly election. You see, and shortlisted 3 people named to Abamon, and then you know, Fiagwe report. Yes, say be elected MMDC, it should be election by all. Ebema enukra ama winner takes all no akọ kakra because bia wo call region bi to say Ashanti region obehu MC no a on free NDC but we MC ube call baby to say voter region ube voter region they definitely area but regions are me many ji omo na Ashanti region Greater Accra in Western region. Why? Any other tribe can win an election in that region. They won't know why so because Upper East. Say, me I will Upper East too. Because school be by me to me win election be our Upper East. Debbie, I want to mommy. Voter region the same thing. They are quite a cosmopolitan area and Kumasi. When people talk about Ashanti region, we are not a mystery because Kumasi nkwa na Moses Zongo. It was Sabon Zongo, Fanti Newtown, Anglaga. Me who no baby our Ghana. Me who no baby our Ghana. Into son of a say a bind we and she. No more 118 on community because a bad hard drink. And at the moment, I say because for 118 lost be or one back passy. Unkan so passy law and your papa that should be two. Whoever two
will apply to you.
Aha, into among shed very, very important. Let me share to say be decoupling Sir Attorney General and Minister of Justice. And come best pretty and mommy dear baby. Why? Because you can look on your own person's face to prosecute the person. And then number 2, district assembly. Any elective. Na hey no be from Kakrao because they be a mimi kwachina kumbungu and betu ama me as MC because I wanna me and I have a large following and family there. Na kwa say me CPP background, but me so me wo even though we are not practicing federalism to say Nigeria and yeah, but yeah this is a very stronger. Abai na so beju no. But I say winner takes all no so a hard drink akra. And I can me from the gender perspective and kebe hwe sa first past the post no say baby or kwa ye list emma to say vulnerable in society and women and disability me brother yikano list no then they reserve those seats for that na omonso nyede nti say be tia ye changes kakra we constitution na enyem say bia ye ko change constitution to reduce the strength of EC boss and I say your friend said they also are in friends.
Yeah, the EC the Speaker of
Parliament right. And Chief Justice Ninke Kaya. Yes anwa e be fail you.
Okay.
Because e bia na ye wo e china e be you bi. And one says system no and institutions no should be well equipped. Not ombe non-partisan. After all, we share the no pa whether we like it or not. MPP in this one problems of this country because we opposition. He finds all the faults of judiciary, EC, shraj, bias. But we are by madam for young kind who say Charlotte Osei, my good friend, sworn in His Excellency Nana Dodankwa Akufo-Addo. She declared him. Is it not Jim Mensah who declared John Dramani Mahama? They say yen hwe na yen jai say bia oh way. And man for start to say a petition yen Jim Mensah yen yiwe. Say governance is a process. It's not an event.
Right.
Inti meno to me no they should take their majority to do a yo woman and yo man's job for this country.
Right.
Then ka say because omo ye bebre omo beba be yard omo shame the critics because we are very very optimistic say ebe ye
okay
and a young ones no so omo nsua who can about young most of them no so omo ye old omo kon so omo nyina omo ko parliament omo ye young because in the CPP we had somebody who was even 30 something during Nkrumah's regime. J. Kufuor was about 30 something or something. He became a deputy minister and so on and so forth. And one say if you want to do something, be determined, read widely. Even say in your parliament crowd, or person who could be chairman or party, or person who general secretary or party, a so winning party number custom, a so winning the do's and don'ts, a dear and a bam party no ebe CC. But yes, I will do any party as a busa or say ideology of the party. Oh, I know.
All right.
But I'm optimistic. Say things will go
well. Thank you very much. Yeah, call the last round and just 5 minutes now. Yeah, did you make SC? Well, and then them so bia or matabia ewo abaimuno has to be there. Mr. Sammy Crab, meaning say idea yashep parliament, yashep presidency, any other issue bia ewo hona yemfa and wrap up ne yanko Independence Square. I'm
say mini abane kan ni nyina. I mean the way I say MAHAMA Mbunabai. Meka baby nso afa industrialization a doc kan no. Maybe if you say digitalization very important. Ghana economy no is and I think so your structure no I say Gojisbergan economic structure. Edding say bet me a compete a pray. Obama can answer me say America more 2 million jobs young crop Emma Moonfield. But that 2 million jobs, you bet me a training crop for Hase, or Martina Ghana Hase, I Juma Aqua America. No, Omu at the foreign exchange number, Omuti Hase, in Jomba Twadie, no Omomuton Sebi Dokono, Bordier, restaurant for Omunsu, exactly, Omunsu, men young crop for my employ. In the navy, or my way to Martina Ghana Hase, aye, Aqua Bridge member. I see idea any echo and no say who setting it up and yet ding to say sa traditional factories maybe.
Okay.
Oh, me and Kasama say you many be that. The first business outsourcing company in Africa. Me and I mean the buy. Me started from 0 to 2,600 employees within 1.5 years.
Wow.
So it's very possible. Now, remember typical example being girl be near friend Ernestine and Debris. Me want permission say me use it because I use in many places. Now say be no ya kaya you. Wakusku kaya you for na homo no. And so mu nyina na kusku ma kusku. E no mo ho no. Nti ye kofa no any training how to process data in American companies. Oh ne passion. She became one of the star performers
from Kayayu. In a and yet sisi ampo no and yet didn't say first no night internet name new hosi around the year 2000 name new hosi na sisi ade o phone so kra obetumi aye djuma o ne pa share no nti sa ye issue no about employment the economy sisi ano dodo too small for it to grow our people nti say to me export to Yanyama and the fastest and best way to do it no o ne pa share no through business outsourcing and the digitalization. Oh, mechanical digitalization, politics in America. Because one thing I want you to also know, so in the year 2000, Mimi yes, Jumano. Satana there were 2 companies, Westel, the same Ghana Telecom. Omunkwa no me duopoly, omunkwa no mutumi terminate traffic, data traffic aye to me di Ghana has say. Na Jumana me di buy no na be hia say ebenya data traffic. Now to get that data traffic independently, no. Na ebe was say aban no emma to me. MAHAMA na no ye communication minister. And I me call him. No name me. And I me call Cameroon say. Na man for again I was a Juma no. Or she me nim say no can say young man. Are you sure this can create jobs? I'm say I know say how many see 200. And also okay, and offer Tando, no your head of NCA, and authorizing this my license. No name baby own a passion. Into no digitalization as I'm hoping. Say this one is not partisan. Into I may qualify there. And I say be America Baumia digitalization. But digitalization about me very important. I say MAHAMA on him because once upon a time in the year 2000 there was a young man who went before him. Made a case. Okay. Said I'll grow 200 jobs. Within 1.5 years, I had grown over 2,000 jobs. Wow. Indeed, that's the way to go. Okay. That's the way to go. Obia who said yeah campaign in there nanka digitization no baumia mantra but some crap so on to us. But just 1 minute. Minim said more reconstituting more party there. Meaning say obet na actually na say you want to because more lose sad and they say any move for neighbor meaning ambition be say obe call for any position and na say obe pe baby asha mo betima san ba ban I am a call for national chairman 2026 there's a 1 year 1.5 years say May June a year 1.5 year national chairman okay. Yeah, we show well. Thank you. Yeah, we show well. what here? Fine. So won't you so Mr. Sami Crab call for national chairman MPP. Now almost sign about by they will need new executives to run that. Doc, your final remarks before we switch over to...
Yes. And I believe so far so good. We've seen a very good start, and we really need to review the constitution. It should be part of national development agenda, because if you look at our constitution now, it's more of an administrative constitution, and so we need to review it to make it more developmentally oriented. And so how Ghana should develop should be inculcated into the constitution. That is one. Then we also need to look at these 7 thematic areas, as I indicated, being able to develop the country on digitization, nationalization, modernization, domestication, industrialization, and globalization. And also being able to develop the local economy, because definitely if we fail to develop the local economy, meaning Ghana will be much more dependent on the foreign aid. We must do everything as much as possible not to depend on foreign aid. So we must not go for IMF bailout. But that will require that we should put a lot of fiscal and monitoring policies in place that will make us to be fiscal disciplined. Without that, then we'll be laughing at the wrong side of our mouth. Now, government must also try as much as possible to ensure that issues about corruption reductions is key. We must adopt proactive leadership attitude towards work. And at the end of the day, issues about human rights must be major concern on the table. We must, politics is over. So every Ghanaian must rise up. Let's all put our hands on deck and fight for Mother Ghana. We must put partisan politics aside. Let's develop this country. We cannot afford to waste 4 years of our lifetime again. Let's try our best. Let's do everything possible to help the president to succeed.
All right. Dr. Walanyo, 2024 running mate at the APC. I say we cannot afford to waste 4 years again. Hajia, the last words, my name says CICPP for some more reorganize.
Oh, yeah, reorganize.
More reorganize.
Acquire say, Opese win election. So we finish. And if you look at previous elections, numbers it's not good enough, because say we are over 40,000 polling stations. Now you didn't even get 30,000
wow, polling agents.
Which means I don't know, make us say be intimate and fix it polling agents, then maybe we wouldn't have any business being in the contest. Ebia ebe collaborate with like-minded political parties. Any almost share their ideology and say ebia CPP ACP ninkikaye e DNA ya butaye say ebia yenyina fill the presidential candidates ne say yintimi fill the polling agent to guide our votes na and the cost 90
right
say cost 0, because ubetimi who say obi baby or hokra wakoto aba bebe kind won aba no eni ho, because obi eni ho be police sa aba no amawo nti enu na yebehwe a CPP polling station organization na yewo ya agenda mosisia yebekwa akoye meeting this week na ya take bold decisions yebeye polling stations say bia nipa mienu kra na yewo polling station na times 2 years times 40,000 years, which means 80,000 in your kitty. Ebia sympathizers so more around down beto amount. Inti
more lose youth no and no more below 30 40 in the CPP the ultimate cancer grant. You have to find ways.
Oh, say you youth or a party.
Oh, say you have
yes, but I say Ceciano obia dream strategy. Because naha ebe catcher wa de pese ya one hwe ya de yomako opposition with a very damning result. Opese obe national channel whatever from my idea ya ko catcher nti we tell the good people of Ghana our intention. ABC na ya join wo ho we see agronoform and we take you say ya catcher that I say elections are won at the polling stations. This time round, we have a polling station in Diakro. And that's the starting point. Diakan the indoor mangana.
Yes. And if you ask
them, but let me say, in all, no, and our inauguration day for the president. A mesre adibako. Na me will be discussing on how politics is being done in the country. You started for another 4 years.
Politics
in Kwan. As I say, Yebe who say party are winning. We shouldn't see it as NDC, but Ghana president. Ebe free omoni yon said your mobile behavior, never make all Ghanaians be rally behind the president. Baby, because your experiences are no man. Me boss say be a MPP administration and NDC administration. I experienced one that you may call minister beho. Na the party member wasn't attended to because they be a me drew one sana because they be a many panel appointments.
Okay.
But you know, see, I buy so many no Casagro and Femina Mamia or CPP Nina says, and no, you know, people quail back. Be a motive and some or more experience me to share with you, no cranipan open door policy. I'll be a baby because Minister for Health and a Minister for Energy and you one constant one minister. Yen United taxes needed to into sa you know. Be sure say. And this is to be learning from their mistakes because okay say they were accused of arrogance, blah blah blah, and opposition. And same thing so they accuse the MPP for into me name say politicians is Bibiana.
They ever learned. Thank you very much. Hajia Hamdatu Ibrahim Hussein, or a leading member of the CPP. Yes,
I was the former acting chairperson of the CPP. I won't found
former acting.
I mean, posting so.
Former acting chairperson. Now this is Ubeko and a new position. Now that's it.
Oh, the Emreno Swabem.
We had young person.
Oh, then make me a chairmanship again. Ah, yes, I'm coming.
It is a
for the chairmanship.
Two aspiring chairmen.
Because someone because experience is not bought in Makola markets at all.
Yeah, and CPP for across the country. I'm sure say you know who your next chairman and as the next chairperson is. Sami Krabon, so aspiring on also intention of contesting for the chairmanship of the national chairman of the MPP and Dr. Wolanyo Mensan. So minim say we san Hassan Yariga.
Oh, mo nyina mo be kan na ya nyina one family.
Be akoko
nyina. Ye be nyina ye be ba ko.
Okay, third force.
Say ba akoko na se menye chairman kra. Alhamdulillah.
Oh, okay.
Just because ye nyina ye nya ba ko because it's better you be a small fish in a bigger river than a big fish in a small river.
Thank you very much. You better want say for honoring our invitation and coming for this show. You better call Independence Square. Meaning say you na ye kuti and na ye kotina ye ka mu na ye tie what the president-elect and I said the new president of Ghana, the second coming of JDM, John Dramani Mahama, His Excellency Ombra Embeso Afina. Nti ye call Independence Square na yakwako fa di akabia edi abremo. Medini Sadiq Adams. This is Angel in the morning. Yenya emfridi medini so ye call Independence Square na yabasisia.
Ghana this year, what's a blessing Allah Tasamna wants them da. Young kwa wanting yin koti ya dance ya enko fudi fa ho.
Blessing Allah Tasamna shawaje. E fita for there. E pon adwuma eno an e wisu.
My God is now showing me. Because program na me bana me bra, na mfifrete me a. Blessing Allah Tasamna shawaje. Eno an am wisu.
So what ya dance ya na ekoso no esa yankasa yenkuto me kyerehye bata afi adwonwo na kokwa ye de aye blessing alatasam na shower jelti udware a ohuna metoso na ha akoda adware panyini dware nipa tuntum dware nipa kokko dware esa enioma ye de aka ho aye ni hwam nenti blessing alatasam na shower gel agente ha wo Ghana fa na ba bia open dodo atu a Ghana fa na ba bia obenya biatu enenti ya fresh number we blessing alatasam na shower gel ma already Nkasa.
bro, I will always take you serious. Then I'm more trust me, sir. Malaria drug 663. Lumi Trust.
An effective anti-malaria you can trust. FDA. Ashoshe sa ejedi enkra to imu ajatum se eye.
Mina All-in-One Nutrimix is truly milky and contains calcium, so no need to add milk to that rich, creamy cup, which helps to nourish and energize your kids.
This advert is FDA approved.
Ready for something refreshing and great tasting for your kids' enjoyment?
Angel Cola.
For your graduation enjoyment?
Angel Cola.
Beach hangout?
Angel Cola.
For all your refreshing moments?
Angel Cola.
For your parties, get-togethers, events, and celebrations, enjoy a chilled bottle of Angel Cola. Radio Grandma, today is your day. Over to you.
Thank you.
Enjoyment Cola.
Angel Cola.
The Enjoyment Cola. Enjoy all your moments and fun time with Angel Cola. This advert is FDA approved.
Ready for something refreshing and great tasting for your kids' enjoyment?
Angel Cola.
For your graduation enjoyment?
Angel Cola.
Beach hangout?
Angel Cola.
For all your refreshing moments?
Angel Cola.
For your parties, get-togethers, events, and celebrations, enjoy a chilled bottle of Angel Cola. Radio Grandma, today is your day. Over to you.
Thank you.
Enjoyment Cola.
Angel Cola.
The Enjoyment Cola. Enjoy all your moments and fun time with Angel Cola. This advert is FDA approved.
Ready for something refreshing and great tasting for your kids' enjoyment?
Angel.
The Speaker of Parliament now leads the entourage into the Chamber of Parliament here at the BLACKSTARS Square. The entourage of Parliament includes the clerks of Parliament and other senior officials of Parliament. As I mentioned earlier, we will soon enter the Chamber of Parliament, and so the Speaker of Parliament will shortly take over. Shall we please rise as they process into the chamber? Accredited photographers and media personnel are allowed at the designated places on the square. Please, if you are not authorized to be on the square, kindly move back.
Honorable members, you may now resume your seats. Members, I now have the singular honor and pleasure to invite Her Ladyship, the Chief Justice of the Republic of Ghana, to administer the oaths to the President-elect and the Vice President-elect. We will start with the Vice President-elect, who will take and subscribe to the oath of allegiance, and the oath of the Vice President. Your Ladyship, the Chief Justice, you may now do so now.
Your Excellency, first the oath of allegiance. Kindly say after me. I, Professor Nana Jane OPOKU AGYEMANG, do in the name of the Almighty God swear.
Do in the name of the Almighty God swear.
That I will bear true faith and allegiance.
That I will bear true faith and allegiance.
To the Republic of Ghana.
To the Republic of Ghana.
As by law established.
As by law established.
That I will uphold.
That I will uphold.
The sovereignty and integrity of Ghana.
The sovereignty and integrity of Ghana.
And that I will preserve.
And that I will preserve.
Protect. And defend.
The Constitution.
Of the Republic of Ghana.
Of the Republic of Ghana.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Excellency, now the oath of the Vice President. I, Professor Nana Jane OPOKU AGYEMANG, having been elected to the office of Vice President of the Republic of Ghana, to the office of Vice President of the Republic of Ghana, do in the name of the Almighty God swear. Do in the name of the Almighty God swear that I will be faithful, and true to the Republic of Ghana, that I will at all times, preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of the Republic of Ghana. And I dedicate myself to the service and well-being of the people of the Republic of Ghana, and to do right to all manner of persons. I further solemnly swear that should I at any time break this oath of office, I shall submit myself to the laws of the Republic of Ghana, and suffer the penalty for it. So help me God. Congratulations, Madam Vice President.
Thank you.
Lift your
Honorable members, the Vice President of the Republic of Ghana shall now sign the oath book. pleasure and joy to, on your behalf, invite His Excellency the President-elect to take and subscribe to the oath of allegiance and the presidential oath. Your Excellency, you may now proceed to do so.
Your Excellency, kindly say after me. This is the oath of allegiance. I. Your name.
John Dramani Mahama.
Do in the name of the Almighty God swear.
Do in the name of the Almighty God swear.
That I will bear true faith.
That I will bear true faith.
And allegiance.
And allegiance.
That I will uphold.
And that I will uphold.
The sovereignty.
The sovereignty.
And integrity.
And integrity.
Of Ghana.
Of Ghana.
And that I will preserve.
And that I will preserve.
Protect.
Protect.
And defend.
And defend.
The Constitution.
The Constitution.
Of the Republic of Ghana.
Of the Republic of Ghana.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Your Excellency, now the presidential oath. I,
John Dramani Mahama,
having been elected
to
the high office of President of the Republic of Ghana, do in the name of the Almighty God swear.
Do in the name of the Almighty God swear.
That I will be faithful.
That I will be faithful.
And true.
And true.
To the Republic of Ghana.
To the Republic of Ghana.
That I will at all times.
That I will at all times.
Preserve. Protect. And defend. The Constitution. Of the Republic of Ghana. And that I dedicate myself.
And that I dedicate myself.
To the service. And well-being. Of the people. Of the Republic of Ghana. And to do right. To all manner of persons. I further. Solemnly swear. That should I. At any time. Break this oath of office. I shall submit myself. To the laws of the Republic of Ghana. And suffer. The penalty for it. So help me God. Congratulations, Mr. President. Let me be the first.
culture, and steady in its pursuit of progress. Today, we celebrate a momentous occasion in our nation's history as we welcome the newly elected president, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. A true nation builder committed to forging a brighter future for all Ghanaians. John Mahama embodies the pillars of leadership that our nation craves: trustworthiness, reliability, modesty, and above all, truthfulness. From the moment he stepped into the political arena, John Mahama has demonstrated an unwavering commitment to the people of Ghana. His approachable demeanor, paired with his genuine concern for the needs of the Ghanaian, has earned him their trust. A trust that is pivotal for any leader aiming to guide a nation through challenging times.
What I really like about JDM is his humility. The man is simply so down to earth, it's unbelievable. He's so humble, it's unbelievable. I really like that about him.
John Mahama, Osronyame, Odonyame, Osronyame, Openi Passem, Okitakumapa, Mihuna se Mihuni Abema, or you've been so only in the pem. We are Palau, we are Penu, we are Pepenu, we are Chivio, we are try to be out Fibia, John Mahama Tawase. On Kase, we in your chili, we in your will.
Honorable members,
President Mahama is practical. He communicates his issues very, very well. And he understands the Ghanaian politics very well. He understands the Ghanaian people very well. And that is what I like about him.
The brand, John Dramani Mahama, is not just a name. It represents resilience, strength, progress, and empathy.
I believe John Dramani Mahama is loved by many. His personality.
And now, on your behalf, invite His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Ghana, to deliver his inaugural address. Your Excellency, you may now proceed to do so.
The Right Honorable Speaker of Parliament, Honorable Members of Parliament, Her Excellency, the Vice President of the Republic of Ghana, Jane Nana OPOKU AGYEMANG, Her Ladyship, the Chief Justice, Your Excellency, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, President of the Federal Republic of Ghana, and special guest of honor for this occasion, Your Excellencies, Presidents, Heads of Government and Development Agencies, Your Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, and former Presidents, Your Excellency Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia, distinguished invited guests, ladies and gentlemen, my brothers and sisters. I wish you a good morning, and we give thanks to the Almighty God on this occasion. Our Father who art in heaven, we thank you for giving us this day, a day that offers me, your humble servant, a unique opportunity to work to reset our dear country, Ghana. 32 years ago, on January 7th, Ghana made its first and most successful democratic transition, a reset, with the swearing in of the newly democratically elected President, Jerry John Rawlings of blessed memory, our nation was returned to a multi-party democracy with a new constitution that went into effect, and the Fourth Republic was officially established. I refer to it as a reset because on that day in 1993, we made our fourth attempt at establishing a democratic system of government with term limits based on free, fair, and transparent elections. The handover of power on January 7, 2001, between former President Jerry John Rawlings and at the time the newly elected President John Kufuor, tested that reset, and our nation passed with flying colors. So today, with my induction as the new President of the Republic of Ghana, history is being made once again. And it is a history worth repeating every 4 years with each newly elected president. Today, we're also making a different kind of history, one that speaks to our maturity as a democracy, a nation of citizens enfranchised with the authority at the polls to determine their political future. Today's exercise between the outgoing President, His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, and I feels a bit like a deja vu. That is because 8 years ago to this day, on January 7, 2017, we shared this same space and performed this same transitional exercise. At the time, I was the outgoing President, having served one term, and he was the incoming President, having been given a mandate by the people of Ghana to lead this great nation of us. He and I both understood on that day, as I'm sure we are today, that it is the people of Ghana that we are elected to serve. Somehow, it seems fitting that it is with Nana Akufo-Addo that I twice shared this stage and this unique historical distinction. Because Nana Akufo-Addo and I began our national political careers in Parliament in the same year, 1996. He has always greeted me with warmth, a firm handshake, and a smile. And he is perhaps the only person in my life who has persistently chosen to call me Johnny. While we belong to opposing political parties, we shared a sense of mutual respect. In those early days, we probably could not have imagined that destiny would bring us to the leadership of our respective parties, and that we would have to face off 3 separate times as we each vied for the highest office of the land. Nana, as this will be our final meeting under these circumstances, and as I look back on the journey we have traveled together, 2 much younger men who entered Parliament together with a full head of black hair, and you with the same bald head and round eyeglasses, I have to say that you have, without exception, been a worthy opponent. I extend my warmest wishes to His Excellency, the former Vice President, Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia. It was a grueling campaign, and we gave it our all. Your sportsmanship in making an early concession eased tensions and contributed to the early conclusion of the electoral contest. I wish you all the best in your endeavors. My brothers and sisters, the world in which Ghana exists today, as I begin this presidency, is not the same world in which we have lived under other presidencies. There are tensions and conflicts that have not previously existed between nations. These tensions and conflicts place pressure on alliances to decide where we will support. There's a seismic shift happening within the system of global economic dominance. Whereas the G7 nations, United States, the United Kingdom, Canada, France, Germany, Italy, and Japan once provided the highest percentage of the world's GDP, over the last decade, that number has been steadily dropping. However, the combined total of the GDP of the BRIC nations, Brazil, Russia, India, China, UAE, their GDP has been consistently increasing. In 2023, for instance, the G7's combined total of world GDP was 30%. But by 2029, that number is predicted to drop to 27%. In 2023, the BRICS percentage of world GDP was 37.3% in this geopolitical maelstrom. Technologies such as artificial intelligence has taken us to new heights, opening up the potential for national, financial, and personal security issues that we are not yet able to imagine. One example is the use of misinformation and algorithm manipulations on social media platforms to sway a particular group's sentiments towards or away from something. Now more than ever before, we need to strengthen our ties with our neighbors to ensure that we're working together to keep our sub-region safe. We stand in solidarity and work in alliance with all our neighbors in the sub-region. Recognizing the history of our borders, we also acknowledge that on the other side of our country's borders are our family members. They may be Ivorians, they may be Togolese, they may be Burkinabes, they may be Nigerians or Malians, but they are also Akans, they are Kasinas, they are Gwans, they are Ewes, they are Nzemes, they are Hauses, they are Moshis and Gurmes, because we are all part of one another, one big family. And as the waters grow warmer, melting the Arctic ice and permafrost, there's a greater likelihood for viruses that have been frozen and thought to be extinct for decades, perhaps even centuries, to begin to spread and create another global pandemic. The changing climate conditions, increased population density in urban areas, and mass international travel are enabling existing viruses to spread and mutate at a faster and faster rate than they did before. This is a serious challenge. Let us not forget the toll that the past epidemics of viruses like Ebola, COVID, and Mpox have taken on the families and communities and medical infrastructure in several of our neighboring countries and in the sub-region. Let us also not forget how swiftly and completely the COVID pandemic brought the entire world to a screeching halt. My government will be working diligently to strengthen our public health systems while monitoring the global health situation so that when, and not if, but when the next pandemic or epidemic occurs, the loss of lives in Ghana will be minimal. The larger world exists around us and to some extent within us. While we cannot and should never use it as an excuse to stray from the direct and immediate needs of Ghana for the well-being of our citizens, we must also bear in mind that the affairs of the world, if we care to shape, lessen, avoid, or even at the other end of things, maximize the effect they have on us. My brothers and sisters, barely a month ago, we held historic elections that have caused dramatic shifts in our political landscape. I feel greatly honored that you, my compatriots, considered me worthy of receiving such an unprecedented and overwhelming mandate to steer the affairs of our beloved nation at this critical time in our history. The magnitude of this victory in the presidential elections and the gains that were made by my party, the National Democratic Congress, in the parliamentary elections naturally and justifiably resulted in great joy and celebration across our country, Ghana. But celebrations, no matter how justified and how well earned, must be supplanted by discernment, sobriety, and deeper insights into why we received this kind of mandate in the first place. By voting as you did on December 7th, the Ghanaian people conveyed a powerful message, yet often overlooked by us politicians. This message was powerfully emphasized by a giant of American political history, President Ronald Reagan, when he declared at his inauguration some 40 years ago that governments have no power except that granted by the people. While Ghanaians take great pride in our thriving democracy, they are deeply dissatisfied with the quality of governance over the years and have openly voiced that dissatisfaction through the decisive actions that they undertake at the elections. Our people also understand that democracy is not just a token adorned with periodic elections followed by pomp and pageantry with the establishment of a new government. They expect that if democracy is celebrated as a superior means of governance, then its outcomes must be more tangible and benefit them in their individual lives. Any honest introspection and reflection on the pulse of our nation would reveal that many within our population do not feel that they have benefited from or partaking in this democratic dividend. Where people buffeted by severe economic crisis and hardships, and in the last few years, we have lurched from crisis to crisis. But there is hope on the horizon. Today should mark the beginning of a new opportunity, an opportunity for us to make a difference in our governance and our economic management. We shall reset our dear nation, Ghana. To the millions of my fellow countrymen and women who joined long queues and waited in the sun for their turn to vote for me, you have my sincerest thanks for honoring me. My firm, immutable assurance is that your votes will matter in the work that I'll do to make a difference in the destiny of this dear nation of ours. Your courage to bring change will not go in vain. Our nation was born with much promise. That promise would seem hazy and in doubt now because of all that has happened in the past. But I urge you, my fellow countrymen, not to be sucked into a state of perpetual pessimism. For some time, our country has urgently needed leadership with an unwavering desire to get things done. I, with all humility, assent that I intend to be that leader with your cooperation and your help. As your next leader, I shall strive to exercise sound judgment and be able to make the right calls at the right time. I will have the humility and presence of mind to take responsibility for any challenges and be willing to act firmly and timeously to resolve the challenges that we face as a nation. Since the elections, I have read and heard the word hope used many times in relation to my presidency and what it should offer the citizens of Ghana. I intend to speak plainly and clearly to you today, and every time I address you subsequently, I intend to always tell you the truth. The circumstances we find ourselves in are indeed dire. But even so, I'll be decisive and swift in my actions. We'll focus our initial efforts on 4 critical areas. The first is economic restoration and stabilization of the macroeconomic environment. The second is the improvement of the business and investment environment to ensure that Ghana is once again open for business. The third is governance and constitutional reforms. And the final, but not the least, is accountability and the fight against corruption. My brothers and sisters, actions have always spoken louder than words. With that in mind, I have entered into a covenant with you, the good people of Ghana, in which I have enumerated 26 actions that I'll take within my first 120 days. There is reason for hope, and there is every reason for hope. But we must also have faith, because faith empowers us to trust the things that will happen. With faith, you believe what you know. And that is why we need faith to be able to achieve our reset. We need a reset with the faith we have in our country and our leadership. We need a reset with the faith we have in our institutions. We need a reset with our faith in our dear nation, Ghana. And by that, I mean in all of us, because all of us are Ghana. You are Ghana, and I am Ghana. All of you seated here today, Ghanaian citizens, you are Ghana. The people who you are with or near you as you watch this on television, in your homes, or listen on radio, or follow on social media, are what we call Ghana. I ask that we enter into the covenant with the Ghana we all love and the good people of our country who make up this dear nation. And I ask that you envision a Ghana that you want to live in, a Ghana that you want to leave behind to your children and your grandchildren. What can you do to help build that better Ghana that we all strive for? What behaviors, what attitudes and mindsets can we reset? We need a reset, and we have faith in Ghana's ability to overcome, excel, and be so successful with this reset that it will be difficult to imagine a time when that was not the case. As we stand at this momentous crossroads in our nation's history, I am honored and humbled to accept the mantle of the President of the Republic of Ghana. Today we celebrate a new administration and herald an unprecedented era of opportunity and transformation. With Nana, Jane, OPOKU AGYEMANG by my side, we are poised to embark on a journey of progress and inclusivity, united in our vision for a more prosperous Ghana. This day is particularly special for us and for every Ghanaian who dreams of a society are realized. With the inauguration of Ghana's first female vice president, we have turned a significant page in our history. Nana Jane's ascension to the high office is not merely a personal triumph. It symbolizes our collective commitment to fostering a nation where gender equality and female representation are cherished and amplified. This is a powerful testament to the power of diverse voices to shape the future, voices that have the courage to soar beyond our traditional confines. My brothers and sisters, Together, as we look to the horizon, we reaffirm our dedication to breaking the glass ceiling that has long hindered many from reaching their full potential. Governance that reflects all segments of our population strengthens our democracy and enriches our conversation. We stand committed to enacting policies that empower women and ensure that the door of opportunity is opened wide for our youth and our women, regardless of their background. Together, we'll galvanize our efforts to create a society where every Ghanaian can dream, believe, and achieve without any restraints. Remember that great leadership is not defined merely by the offices we occupy, but by the legacy that we leave for future generations. My administration, along with my Vice President, Nano OPOKU AGYEMANG, will prioritize inclusivity, accountability, and innovation, forging pathways that would lead to the upliftment of all of our citizens. I'm profoundly grateful for this moment, a cornerstone in our journey towards a brighter future for Ghana. In this resounding victory, I see a clarion call, particularly from the youth of Ghana, a generation that is brimming with potential and dreams that are waiting to be realized. This moment is a powerful affirmation that your voices matter, that your aspirations are valid, and that your future must be our priority. We're committed to translating your hopes into action and creating opportunities for education, entrepreneurship, employment, and empowerment. Our policies will be tailored to sustain innovation and foster industry that engages today's young minds and equip them with the skills needed for tomorrow's challenges. Together with the private sector and captains of business, we will create decent and well-paying jobs. As we embark on this new chapter, I assure you that our decisions will champion diversity in all facets of governance, ensuring that every Ghanaian, regardless of your ethnicity, your gender, your age, your religion, or any background, will have the opportunity to contribute to our nation's story. Ghana's youth represent the heartbeat of our democracy. Their ambition will drive our policies as we strive to create an inclusive, equitable society where everyone has a seat at the table. Our vision hinges on the introduction and implementation of a 24-hour economy. We envisage an innovative and vibrant 24-hour Ghanaian economy, which will also be anchored in agriculture and agribusiness. This innovative approach would unlock potentials that have long remained dormant, enabling us to harness the energy and creativity of all our people. Just imagine a Ghana where our markets are alive and bustling at all hours of the day, with responsive public services accessible at all times, such that businesses can operate flexibly to meet the diverse demands that they are subjected to. And young can find opportunities regardless of traditional institutions. The 24-hour economy model will also bolster job creation for the young people, stimulate local industry, and attract foreign investments, and allow us to build resilient communities and a sustainable future. This vision extends beyond mere economic transactions. It symbolizes empowerment, the empowerment of every Ghanaian to contribute to our national progress. My fellow citizens, this vision will allow us to embrace diversity, to cater to varied lifestyles and preferences, and foster a culture of inclusion, ensure that every citizen can enjoy the fruits of his hard work. To the business leaders and entrepreneurs, I invite you to support this new model and join me in shaping a business environment where creativity thrives and where the fruits of your investment contribute to the collective welfare of our nation. Your role in driving our economy forward cannot be overstated. Your innovation and dedication will be a backbone of our success story. And I pledge to you that we would look at the tax regime and rationalize them so that they are more transparent and fair. Members of the business community, I assure you, Ghana is open for business again. Let me thank you, Your Excellencies, my fellow presidents, for leaving what is a busy schedule behind and coming to join us at this ceremony. Your presence brings honor to this inaugural ceremony. And I want to extend my heartfelt thanks to all of you and to our sister countries who have traveled from near and far to be with us today. Your presence is a testament to the strong bonds of friendship and cooperation that exist between our nations. And I promise you I will work to foster the partnerships that transcends our borders, and I'll work collectively with you towards regional stability, economic growth, and mutual respect between our nations. To my friends from across Africa and the world, I thank you and welcome you to Ghana. And in our local parlance, I say Akwaba to all of you. To my family and fellow citizens, my wife Lodina, I thank you for your unwavering support and commitment to our shared vision. This journey is not mine alone. It belongs to all of us. It belongs to each of you. Let today be the dawn of a new era and result for all Ghanaians. We will write the next chapter in Ghana's story, and it will be one of promise, transparency, and transformative progress. My fellow citizens, this is a patriotic call to action for all of us to participate in building a nation that lives up to its promise, where hope thrives and dreams become a reality. Together, let us cultivate a brighter future for our beloved Ghana, where unity. In closing, I invite you to partner with us on this journey. Together, we can create a brighter future for our beloved Ghana, where unity, progress, and equality are not simply goals we are aiming for, but are the cornerstone of our society. Let's work hand in hand to foster these values and strengthen our citizens. May God bless our homeland Ghana and make our nation great and strong. I thank you.
Yeah. Honorable members, on your behalf, I convey the gratitude of the House to His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Ghana, for his address. Your Excellency, the House is extremely grateful to you. Honorable members, may now we have the presence of our special guest of honor in the distinguished personality of His Excellency Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the President of the Republic of the Federal, I should say the Federal Republic of Nigeria. It is my honor to now invite him to deliver his address. Your Excellency, you are welcome to do so now.
Your Excellency, President of the Republic of Ghana, Head of State and Government here present, Right Honorable Speaker and members of Parliament of Ghana, members of the diplomatic corps, eminent personalities here present, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. It is always good when a friend and brother can visit the home of a close neighbor to celebrate his success and progress with him. Today, we celebrate African democracy as Ghana and our beloved people mark the transition from one democratic government to another. This moment does not merely symbolize another milestone in the evolution of Ghanaians' democratic society. It further demonstrates that in West Africa, we are capable of democratic and productive endeavors. It is time that our continent critics stop forgetting the strides that Ghana, Nigeria, and others have made. We need not prove ourselves to them. We have nothing to prove to anyone except ourselves. We will lift our nations out of poverty and build strong and resilient economies for our people. Today, I am here not only as the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, but also as an African in resolute support of Ghana and our people. This moment is a source of pride and honor for Ghanaians, the entire continent, and its diaspora. The sun is out and the sky may be blue, but I see today a black star rising high in African sky. This black star shines over this nation and its rays spread across this continent with a sense of shared history, hope, compassion, unity, devotion to our common welfare. While others may seek to demean Africa and keep brothers pitted against brothers, that shining star reminds us of who we are. Better yet, it reminds us of who we can be. That star reminds us always to strive and work together, bond together, even when we disagree. We must choose the path of peaceful dialogue. Never can we do harm to our brothers, nor can we permit any outsider to disrupt our bonds of brotherhood. The spirit of Ghana, the first Republic President, Osagyefo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, is here present today, lifting that star higher and higher. Just as Ghana draws inspiration and a well of strength from Kwame Nkrumah and many of his past leaders, Nigeria similarly draws inspiration from its founding fathers, who not only fought for our independence, but also cherished the close relationship between our two nations. May we always walk in the way and in the spirit of these enlightened leaders. Ghana is in harmony with that spirit, and President John Mahama inauguration today reflect that. Your new president is a man of patriotic vision and substance. He loves his nation and his people to the core. He believes that your nation has a mission and intend for you all to fulfill it. No one can ask more of a leader than that. President John Mahama and I share a deep friendship. My dear brother, I am here to walk with you. You know you can count on Nigeria's support at any given time. You call on me. We are your brothers and sisters. We shall always be there for you. May your administration be a profound success and progress for you, Ghanaians, and entire region. I am confident that new government under the leadership of President John Mahama will work with Nigeria to strengthen this powerful bond, leading to greater shared progress, prosperity for the people of our two nations. I have no doubt that your administration will bring about positive change and progress. your accession to the power should also mark a new and invigorating momentum in pursuing sub-regional and integration and progress. With laser focus, we can tackle our people's most pressing problem of poverty, youth unemployment, instability, insurgency, and many other problems hampering our desired progress. May Ghana's democracy continue to grow stronger. May progress and prosperity be your portion. Let us all look forward, opportunity and progress. God bless Ghana and its beloved people. God bless Federal Republic of Nigeria and its beloved people. God bless ECOWAS. God bless our beloved Africa. I thank you for your kind attention. God bless.
Honorable members, we are indeed inspired by the warm words of His Excellency, the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. I now have the honor to, on your behalf, invite the visiting heads of state and former presidents to congratulate the President of the Republic of Ghana. I have a real tall list. It is my hope and prayer
Twice elected in my kingdom. are special. They are special people. We have to.
As highlighted by the President and our special guest of honor, His Excellency Ahmed Bola Tinubu of the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
Now, what else? What is the next on the agenda? Because
very soon we will witness.
Honorable members, I will now, on your behalf, call the names of our distinguished dignitaries, the heads of states and presidents from various countries, to come to congratulate His Excellency the President of Ghana. And I will start with our special guest, the President, the Commander-in-Chief, and the Head of State of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, the person of His Excellency Bola Ahmed Tinubu, to lead in this whole exercise. Your Excellency, you may proceed to do so now. Immediately after him will be His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Rwanda, His Excellency Paul Kagame. Then follows His Excellency the President of the Republic of Congo, His Excellency Faure Gnassingbé. After him comes His Excellency the President of Benin, the Republic of Benin, in the person of Patrice Talon. Bienvenue. Merci beaucoup.
Félicitations.
Then follows the President of Gambia, His Excellency Adama Barrow. After him, we have His Excellency Brigadier Julius Maada Bio, the President of the Federal Republic of Sierra Leone. Immediately follows His Excellency Felix Antoine Tshisekedi Chilombo, the President of the Democratic Republic of Congo.
My brother. Thank you very much. Thanks for coming. Thank
After His Excellency,
Thank you.
the President of the Democratic Republic of Congo, we have His Excellency Umaru Sissoco Embalo, the President of the Republic of Guinea-Bissau. After him follows the President of the Republic of Cabo Verde, His Excellency Jose Maria Neves.
God bless you. Thank you. Hello, madam. Thank you very much. The Black Star.
After the President of Cabo Verde, we have His Excellency William Samoei Ruto, the rural boy, who is the President of the Republic of Kenya.
I went to his farm, Beautiful farm.
Rural boys. The rural boy.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Honorable members, after His Excellency William Ruto, this is the President of the Republic of Liberia, His Excellency Joseph Numa Boakai Sr. We also have His Excellency the President, Dr. Nangolo Mbumba. He is the President of the Republic of Namibia. Sorry. That is a she, not a he. Doctor, you may forgive me. After Her Excellency, the President of Namibia, is His Excellency Bassirou Diomaye Faye, the President of the Republic of Senegal. We then have the President of the Republic of Chad, in the person of His Excellency Mahamat Idris Derby Entno. After him, we have the President of the Republic of Botswana, His Excellency Duma Gideon Boku. After him comes the head of state of the strong people of Burkina Faso, His Excellency Captain Ibrahim Traoré. Members, the full meaning of Burkina Faso means strong men and women of integrity. We have His Excellency Brigadier General Bryce Clotaire Oligui Nguema, the President of the Republic of Gabon. After him, we have His Excellency Mamadi Doumbouya, who is the President of Guinea-Conakry. And after him, we have the Prime Minister, Abdoulaye Maïga. He's the Prime Minister of Mali. We also have the Prime Minister of Niger in the person of Mr. Lamine Zain Ali Mahman, and the Prime Minister of Haiti, His Excellency Fritz Alphonse Jean. Prime Minister Mali, Niger, Prime Minister of Niger. After him is the Prime Minister of Haiti.
Bonjour, ça va? Bienvenue.
After that, we have the Vice President of Equatorial Guinea, the person of His Excellency Teodoro Obiang Nguema Mbasogo. Then follows the Vice President of Uganda, the person of Jessica Rose Epel Alupo. We have the Vice President of the Republic of Tanzania, His Excellency Dr. Philip Isdor Mpango. That is rather the Vice President of Tanzania. We also have with us the Vice President of La Côte d'Ivoire.
Greetings from President Museveni.
The person of Chemoko Meiliet Kone.
Tanzanite.
She's fine. She sends her down.
La Côte d'Ivoire. After His Excellency the Vice President of La Côte d'Ivoire, we have the Vice President of Mauritania, His Excellency Mohamed Adihali Khatra.
Congratulations.
My father. Congratulations.
the Vice President of Mauritania, we now have the Speaker of Parliament of the Kingdom of Morocco, His Excellency Rashid Talbi Alami. After him is the former President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, His Excellency Olusegun Obasanjo. Together with his younger brother, the former President of Nigeria, His Excellency Goodluck Ebele Jonathan.
Speaker.
Morocco.
I'm Speaker of Morocco.
Yes.
I hope to see you.
Yes. Thank you so much for the invitation. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes, we may do it. Fantastic. Wonderful. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks for coming. Thanks for coming.
After His Excellency Goodluck Ebele Jonathan,
My brother.
we have the former President of Liberia, in the person of Her Excellency Ellen Johnson Sirleaf. After her, we have the former President of the Federal Republic of South Africa, in the person of His Excellency Jacob Zuma. After the former President of South Africa, we have the former President of Germany, His Excellency Christian Wolff. After Germany, follows the Foreign Minister of the European Union, Belgium, European Affairs, Foreign Trade, and the Federal Culture Institute. His Excellency Bernard Quintin. Chairman.
Thank you very much. Thanks for coming.
Mr. Chairman.
Yes.
Good to see you, Speaker.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
After the Foreign Minister of EU, we have the Senior Minister, His Excellency Jean-Jacques Broya of Congo, Brazzaville.
All the best for your administration.
After Congo Brazzaville, we have the Minister for Africa, the United Nations, the Commonwealth and Human Rights of United Kingdom.
Speaker.
In the person of Lord Collins of Highbury.
Congratulations.
That's right. No, thank you. Thank you so much. We have to start working.
After him comes the Minister for Defense of Zimbabwe, Honorable Opa Michinguri Kashiri.
Jean-Jacques.
President Baumia.
So nice to see before.
Look at you. Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you.
Congratulations on your recent election.
Thank you. Harriet has been a wonderful ambassador. We're all proud of her. I thought she stayed on ground.
We also have the Minister for Housing, Lands and Maintenance of Barbados, Honorable Dwight Sutherland, Member of Parliament. Barbados.
Greetings from Prime Minister.
Yes, sir. It's quite long. I have to cut protocol and go to invite the former Vice President of our great Republic of Ghana, in the person of His Excellency, Dr. Mahmoudou Baumia.
At the end, we invite Lordina, and then also maybe Chairman of Council of Elders, and then General Secretary.
Honorable members, once again, the list is very, very long. I will now invite the President of the ECOWAS Commission, in the person of His Excellency Dr. Omar Eliu Toure. We have so many special envoys and ministers from Czech, Israel, Spain, China, Japan, Russia. We have the mayor of Los Angeles, United States. And please, you are all invited to follow in this order, the order I just mentioned. Thank you. Czech, Israel, Spain, China, Japan, Russia, Mayor of Los Angeles, Deputy General Secretary of the United Nations, Ms. Amina Mohammed, Secretary General of the Commonwealth, Right Honorable Patricia Scotland, the African Union Commission Chairperson, Special Envoy, His Excellency Wamikele. And we have the Honorary Consul General for Nigeria and Ghana of Belize, Dr. Ifeanyiku Ifede.
Speaker, expecting the meeting.
We have the former Prime Minister of Ethiopia, the Secretary General of Climate Vulnerable Forum, Pan-African Parliament, the President himself, His Excellency Chief Fortune Zephania Charbura. We have the African Development Bank. The President of the African Development Bank is here himself. We have the Vice President of the World Bank in charge of Western and Central Africa. Then the ECOWAS Bank for Investment and Development, the President and Chairman of the Board of Directors, our own Dr. George Ajekum Donko. We have the United Bank for Africa, Chairman of the group, Mr. Tony Elumelu, and we have the Ambassador of Bahamas, Yes. We have the President of the Secretary General of the United Nations Office for West Africa and the Sahel, Mr. Leonardo Santos Simao, and the Deputy National Secretary Advisor to Sheikh Khalid bin Ali Al Khalifa of Bahrain. and then the Executive Director of Africa Development Bank Group, and we have the Vice President for Africa International Bank for Reconstruction and Development, Usman Diagana. After all this, I will invite the former speakers of our parliament. They may come. Congratulate His Excellency the President. I am compelled by the situation, not only time constraints, but the exhaustion of all gathered here, to invite the chairman of the Council of Elders of the Great Evergreen National Democratic Congress, who could at his pleasure come with some of the executives of the party to congratulate His Excellency the President. And we will crown it all with the First Lady of the Republic of Ghana, Her Excellency Her Excellency Lordina MAHAMA. Honorable members, honorable members, honorable members, it's now time for me to invite I will now invite the leaders of the House, the majority and the minority leaders, to come and give an indication as to where we proceed to from here. Please, the majority and the minority leaders.
Right Honorable Speaker, we have exhausted the business on today's order paper. In view of that, I move that this House adjourn to tomorrow at 11 a.m. in the forenoon.
Mr. Speaker, it is the desire of the minority that this House be suspended so we continue to do business in fulfillment of the 24-hour economy. However, if the majority leader so pleases, I shall second his motion for adjournment. Thank you very much.
Honorable members, in view of what your leaders have said, adjourn the House to tomorrow, Wednesday, the 8th of January 2025 at 12 noon. The sitting is accordingly adjourned. That's what it.
We can't have a full guard of honor without the colors, and on this occasion we'll have the national colors, and that is the flag of Ghana. That is the colors. When we say colors, it's basically flag, and that will be on parade. So very shortly we shall see the full complements, and then we'll see how beautifully it will be executed.
Yeah.
And as mentioned, there shall be the playing of the national anthem, which will be followed with 21 gun salute. The 21 gun salute is the highest level of honor in ceremonial salutes, and this surpasses all other salutes with fewer rounds.
So how would the 21 gun salute?
So the 21 gun salute,
is it from the sea, or because it has happened from the sea before with the Ghana Navy doing their thing?
On this occasion, it will be fired not too far away from the sea, and that will also be done by the Ghana Navy.
Right. And why the Ghana Navy?
So it depends on the duty service that has been selected to perform.
So
as I mentioned, we have Ghana Air Force.
The military can also do the same thing.
Yes, we can have the Ghana Navy, the Ghana Army, and that's the 66th Artillery Regiment. They have done that in the past.
Okay.
So it can fall on any of the services to undertake that task. So right now we can see in our screen the procession by the Right Honorable Speaker. And behind him is the Vice President and the President. They are moving towards the area where we'll have the full guard of honor. And as mentioned earlier, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama will inspect his first guard of honor as the Commander-in-Chief of the Ghana Armed Forces. So we are now having the procession towards the area where the full guard of honor will take place. You have in your screen there the ceremonial agencies also escorting.
Ladies and gentlemen, officials of Parliament, the Vice President, and the President of the Republic of Ghana are recessing from the chamber. The President, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, will now inspect his first guard of honor as the Commander-in-Chief of the Ghana Armed Forces and the 9th Parliament President of the 4th Republic of Ghana. May I respectfully request all invited guests to please be seated as the President moves to inspect the guard of honor. president will be accompanied by the vice president, the speaker of parliament, the chief justice, and his ceremonial aide-de-camp to the saluting days. The ceremonial aide-de-camp for the ceremony is the chief of the defense staff, General Thomas Opon-Pepra, and the Inspector General of Police, Dr. George Ekufundampari.
Honor is a military ceremony performed on special occasions to convey respect, dignity, and solemnity. A guard of honor is a formal gesture offered to dignitaries such as heads of state, government,
distinguished guests. The guard of honor is under the command of Lieutenant Ghana Navy Kenneth OPOKU.
National celebration.
The second in command is Sub-Lieutenant Harrison Na. The color ensign is Sub-Lieutenant Richard Abwaji Sapon. The conducting warrant officer is Chief Petty Officer Class 2 Kwa Richard. The color escorts are Petty Officer Class 2 Amure Koko Daniel and Petty Officer Class 2 Owusu Emmanuel.
Defense Staff General Thomas Opon-Pepra.
Shall we please be upstanding for the national anthem and the 21 gun salute as mentioned earlier. All uniformed personnel are to salute. The parade commander is marching to ask permission for the inspection of the parade.
After Your Excellency, Presidential Inauguration Ceremony, Guard of Honor Thunder, Guard mounted by the Ghana Navy, 3 officers, 96 bank and file with the Ghana Navy Regimental Band in attendance, ready for inspection. Lieutenant Ghana Navy, Kenneth OPOKU, report Your Excellency. Your Excellency.
Your Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, this morning we have the Navy Regimental Band on parade. It's under the command of Sub-Lieutenant Doris Iboni.
Inspection over. May I have your permission to march off the guard? Aye, Your Excellency.
Distinguished invited guests, ladies and gentlemen, this marks the end of the inauguration of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama as the President of the Republic of Ghana and Commander-in-Chief of the Ghana Armed Forces, and the Vice President, Professor J. Nana OPOKU AGYEMANG. Distinguished invited guests, ladies and gentlemen, let's all remain seated as the President takes leave of us. Shall we please be upstanding for the national anthem? All uniformed personnel are entreated to salute. Distinguished invited guests, ladies and gentlemen, let's all remain seated as the President takes leave of us. Please be seated. After the President leaves, the Vice President will also depart. After the Vice President, followed by the Speaker of Parliament and the Chief Justice, her ladyship. Other dignitaries will depart as protocol demands. Please, let's clear the way for the President to leave. President will also leave, followed by the Speaker of Parliament and the Chief Justice, her ladyship. Your Excellencies, distinguished invited guests, our heads of state and dignitaries will depart in order as they came in. they came in. The first to depart will be the president of Nigeria, followed by Benin, Burkina Faso, Cape Verde, Cote d'Ivoire, Congo Brazzaville, Democratic Republic of Congo, Equatorial Guinea, Egypt, the Gambia, Guinea, Guinea-Bissau, Kenya, Liberia, Mali, Mauritania, Niger, Namibia, Rwanda, Senegal, Sierra Leone, South Africa, Uganda, Tanzania, Togo, Botswana, Barbados, Morocco, and Gabon. Of state and dignitaries would depart in this order: Nigeria, Benin, Burkina Faso, Cape Verde, Cote d'Ivoire, Congo Brazzaville, Democratic Republic of Congo, Equatorial Guinea, Egypt, the Gambia, Guinea, Guinea-Bissau, Kenya, Liberia, Mali, Mauritania, Niger, Namibia, Rwanda, Senegal, Sierra Leone, South Africa, Uganda, Tanzania, Togo, Botswana, Barbados, Morocco, and Gabon. Which His Excellency John Agyekum Kufuor will also depart, followed by His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo and Her Excellency Rebecca Akufo-Addo, followed by His Excellency Dr. Muhammadu Bawumia and Her Excellency Samira Bawumia. The rest will depart in other as protocol demands. Thank you. I am Squadron Leader Gabriela Lawson from the Department of Public Relations of the Ghana Armed Forces, and I have been your Master of Ceremony for today's program. Thank you.
A historic moment here at the Independence Square, where we've just seen the investiture of the President John Mahama and the Vice President, Her Excellency Nana Jane OPOKU.
The PMP, People's National Party, Dr. Hilary Man Danon Udi Nkunim. Onoso betranse ye ni oye na ayro husema woman say bras abang wo ho no worry hand over soja for the malimang no Rollins kan kase bi say the government was under probation anche na we to sabang nagu. And in 1981 soja bang by Rollins Daniel friend the Provisional National Defense Council abanga na erinche kura sa na no wochire nen wodim frishia dubako abanga erinche no na sada no sa abang no na Ghana hu niema ye yawo wode nkrofu kogua efiase mfi bebre nipa yera woye nipa poso de ayayade sabe Wobo Myanmar, Wro Wong Hu, Pa Wong Super Wong, and some baby course ya nyafe. Na course ya nefe, do baby and no be into Minkasa or Menga. Na you could do some pempenson our friend the culture of silence, a bass or Menga. Na enun muna na the forces of democracy solid jinai. So Baba Kasa I should say Omengi abafanem tamapefura anche na World Bank no money Britain Woods institutions and one NC was says one called democracy I was able to akura one mount enunti ura rolling so man nipa bi so one called Ghana and could be Ghana fuse so we democracy to mana adodo na oha inchemu edua kron ewutwe echi Paul ewutwe jetu mu se democracy ne okwan a esiafa so enunti Mr Rollins no bro ni beka se only choice enunti obga no ho se yenye democracy enunti ne abang na ye PNDC no dan no ho be ye National Democratic Congress obegina as a party na wo form party no a Rollins dan woto aba woto sa aba no NDC and winning na Rollins winning presidential no and a party for no say unga wiem and in the MPP for chiro ngome bi offering the stolen verdict near man queen edubu ahene no mo chirowe dan nyina edi na eba say party anan no MPP count no wonga nko parliamentary election no woko parliament na parliament no eye MPs away 200 na NDC for year 198 independent by being wokobu omangen enu echi 1996 yakoto aba na NDC sang DBO na sabre no MPP for ba parliament na wonso wobeye ne ese the demand no yakonsam koto aba the year 2000 na president Kufuor girama MPP Kufuor winni na MPP betena agua no so mfije wotwe into 2004 MPPD was sang D 2000 and 2004 2008 NDC bedia kunwana Professor Mills or be president obetena kunwana so na otena so kakra no sabi owukra dia nkwantumi nye miwura no ne ho ye mra kakra na oyare na sabi wu be fa no kwai enu nti yewura mahama betua na adwuma no so no sad election no odi sa election no yo 2012 what on what the man to tena kunwa no so kosi 2016 na woto aba no na ono nso di nkuku na owura Akufo-Addo enene apamfo bedi akunwa no 2016 at the core 2020 nei yebedu 2024 yebedu ha odia wachima baumia coalitions na odi nkuku no de ekunwane ne wode ama owura mahama nia de wo sansem se democracy no ne nkorabata ye abato eninti woto aba wodi nkunim a wuje nkunim ne tum wudi nkuku a wuje tum se medi nkuku mekoye adwuma na maba na nia wadi nkunim no wabo ni hiro aba ye to openima da etusu esong no owura baumia da suban bi adia akono na ye fe na ye de ene den ohun se abana kwatia no wanchekwara na oto ne ayi mpepa hu begu abonten se wadi nkuku enu nti owura mahama wona wadi nkunim ohwire ugu ni kom obo na baso na efi ho no oman ni fi ase boya no ho nya ya hwehwemu aye frɛ no transition no oboaboa tutu anamonpa hyehyɛ niama na saa ahoboa no na nne ade embedu ba bia ewe eneme no se yetonsa yetonsa chia ye ho ebo ye mete so se yen ayade na ye de democracy ebedu ne mpempenso saa no wo ye nenen democracy wo mu a enye otuo enye aba obi kan bi na enye woda kire wadwene wo kire wadwene na to bi aso mo befa wamfa enye hwe na mum se bere semu no wo ma ho kwanse kwoto aba na wa kire wadwene Ghana fo kire won adwene wo aba to wim fefe na yen adi sa nkomo no ebedu sa erinche ye bebu afiri no na won ewo Zoom so ɛyɛ mpanimfo a wɔbɛba ababɛboa yɛn wo Zoom no so na fe yɛn ahwɛ ne dwumadi a ɛkɔ so na yɛwie a ne wo ho bia yɛde aka ho na megye di sɛ mpanimfo a wɔwɔ afiri no so no yɛne wɔn ahyia ayemnachi ebi ne Dr. Osan Kwapong ɔyɛ fellow wɔ CDD na nia odi so Dr. Kwesi Amache Boateng ɔyɛ lecturer, senior lecturer with Department of Political Science and History, Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology. Nyokan bio Dr. Ampedu Christopher. Na no chirado wo Pentecost University. Sa ampenimfui ye no won bekasa na won a kyerɛkyerɛ nsɛm ara. Na momma mesima na mentwa me ho. Na sɛ meba ya hwɛ sɛ mpanimfo no wafiri no so ya ne yɛde nkɔmmɔ no ahyehyɛ so sɛ wayɛ wadwene sɛ wuri fi angel de amesrɛ wo pɛkonwa na wɛnwa so na tie nsɛmpa aha ɛna nkɔmmɔ hene wɔ nkɔmmɔ a ɛkyerɛ abato ase ɛkyerɛ amanyɔsɛm ne yɛn ato abawie afei yɛde gia na kɔhyɛ soro hɔ yɛrekɔ governance na yɛka no den wo se sabe o kekare funa wo hwehwɛ dampan a wode no beto so se yɛn ato abawie dia ne yɛse yɛba ba yɔman ne dia ɛne na governance the governance ne yɛden mamisima na meba be promenta ben amanwea aguani.
Bro, I will always take you serious. Then I'm more trust me, sir. Malaria draw Lumitrust no. And nam a year Juman Kasa.
Inti sa Lumitrust wo wa etumi malaria say.
Me catch him say Lumitrust for